Good morning, and welcome here on YouTube and on my working table. Today I have reached week 19 in my altered book. So, what to do today, this morning? When I stood under the shower, I was thinking here, all this water. It was a long time since I've been played with watercolor. So I think I will give it a try today to do something with watercolor. So, just to let you know that in the description box below there is a link to the playlist where all the other videos are, where I made these different pages in the book. And there is also a video with where I altered this old children's book. So go and look at that if you're interested in that. But else, my name is Lisbeth, and I'm an abstract Danish mixed media artist who likes to do all sort of things. I like to do jelly printing, slow stitching, collaging on both with both fabric and papers, and watercolor, yeah, you name it. So if you're a person who are into all kinds of different things, you have come to the right channel. So a warm welcome to you, and also a warm welcome to all of you who has subscribed to my channel lately. That is much appreciated. But yeah, let us just let the party start and see what we can come up with today. First thing I has done, or did, or will do, or yeah, the grammar, is I have this book, and this in translated to English it means color swatching, and I have swatched all my different kinds of paints and pencils and all the colors I have in my different mediums. And I have Schminke here has made a set, it is some small sets with watercolor paints in the tubes aren't bigger than that, and they are heavily, so they can granulate very much, and I really like that. There isn't much in such a small tube, but you also don't need much. So I have swatched them out like I have swatched my Daniel Smiths out, and some Derwent, and yeah, you can see. But it is nice to have them like this. Oh, sorry. So you can see what you perhaps could think of putting together. And I think I want to try to use some different colors. So I have decided for this desert yellow, haze rose, and volcano brown. So these three colors here I have in my small tubes. And how they will look together, I really don't know, but we will see. So that was one thing. The other thing is, normally when I do things here in my book, I glue things directly in my book, or I give it a coat of gesso and then do something on top. Or here I have done nothing, but I would like to work on real watercolor paper today. So I have measured a page here, and it is about 13 centimeters by 20 centimeters. So I know that now. So I have taken a piece of watercolor paper, not more than 200 GSM, and I have just put masking tape and put it on a piece of heavy plastic, so hopefully it won't boggle. I have just scored down in the middle there, and then I can cut it up in two when I'm done. Yeah, I hope I can have it all in frame. Yeah, I can. And then I have marked a little more than 13 centimeter that way, and a little more than 20. And then I will just glue them in my book. You can say it's cheating, but this is also just gluing things in my book. But since I are doing something directly in the book with wet paint or something, and I'm gluing not heavy, but a piece of watercolor paper in my book, I won't glue these 2 pages down because if I do that, that would be a really heavy page when I also glue the watercolor on. So I will just let it be like it is and then glue it on here and here, and then see how heavy this will be when I'm done. So I will put my book away for now, and then I will just concentrate on this. And I have a plan, and I don't know if I can succeed, but I will give it a try, and if I don't like it, I can always throw it in the bin or plask some other and put some other things over it. But I have a vision in my head about a line here somewhere, putting the different colors directly from the tube, and then spray spray the paper wet, and then try to drag in it with this palette knife or a credit card. And I also have a pencil if I shouldn't use that, and skewer I can scratch in the paint perhaps. Yeah, I don't know if it will work. I also have a small spray bottle here. So that is the plan for now. So I will just take the lids of my tubes and put something down here. I'm glad I didn't have to screw these small caps on here on camera. They were so tight, so I had to have help from my hubby so he could get the lids off for me. So yeah, that can happen sometimes. But I will just try to see if I can squeeze some of them out here. And this was the brown one. And I really like granulation watercolors. They are so nice. So I hope this is going to look... Oh, that was a big blob. Yeah, it is hard to see what comes out and how much comes out of the tube. So I will just let them be there. And now I'm quite nervous because, yeah, I think I will spray first here at the top. So and then I have a bigger spray because I think that is needed here. And then I will take my credit card and see what happens. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Perhaps we can let it run here. Or I can take my brush here so this isn't so white or creamy. And it buckles a little, but I don't mind. I can always iron it, perhaps. And then I think I will take this skewer here and see if I can drag some of the colors in and out of the paint here. Yeah. I think I like it. It looks perhaps some kind of a skyline, you can say, in some strange colors. Yeah, and it runs into the crease here, and that, yeah, I don't think I want to do much more. So I will let it dry and be back, and then I will think I will just do some mark making over it. Yeah. Normally I would let it dry by itself, but I don't think I have the time for that now, so I will just take my hair dryer and give it a good and be back. I think it is dry enough so I can take this off. It is already sliding around here, so it has got a little more pale than I expected, but I don't mind that, I think. So now I think I will do some mark making with, I have 3 different pens here. This is the thickest one. It's a unibone and art lined, and yeah, a uniball also, this one here. So yeah, what do I want to do? I think I will start with the finest one just to see how it looks, and no, I think I would try to make this line here in the middle a little more black. And what do I do that with? No, do I have a, what do I have here? I need my new colors. Perhaps I can. Let's see. Yeah, now I'm putting more weight on, so I will have to let it dry again. Yeah, so this also has to dry. Yeah, sorry. Perhaps I can just work around it. So let me see if I can do that. Yeah. So I'm just drawing some small rectangle and squares. Here, you can see. There, and I think I will, here in the middle where there's, take an even bigger one. I can feel I have my hand in wet paint here. So that wasn't so smart, but yeah, I think it will work. Yeah, let me see. I really think it could need a little more color of something. So let me think. I could try to dry this and then I will think a little more. I think it is dry again. So I want to do something to give it a little more color. I think it is too pale for my taste. Too much. I think to get the granulation more visible, you have to use another technique than this, because it really doesn't come to its right, this granulation this watercolor can do. But I've taken 2 of these Caran d'Ache ones, and I have taken, I also have some Winsor Newton Pro markers, and they are like watercolor. So to see if this is what I could, for instance, use. And then I could just, I think I would remove this for a while. These are the options here. Yeah, this will really give something. Perhaps I could use that instead, but I think I like that one. So, the green one. So, let us see if I can, yeah, I can try to do it like this for the, I have the pink off here. You can see it isn't much I'm doing, but it already is looking with a little more color. Oh, yeah. And let it blend out here. I already like this much more than before. Yeah, and it wasn't much I was doing. And then I have this one here. Do I have to be? I know I don't have to be, but do I dare to be brave and put some of this on? Perhaps I can wait until I have drawn all these small squares, because I would be drawing a lot of them. I will go all the way over with that. Yeah. This also has to dry, so sorry for the waiting time again. So it is dry again, and I think I was saying something nonsense. This isn't like watercolor, it is alcohol based. I can see when I look at it, and I can remember I bought them because I wanted to paint directly on my jelly plate with them, and that worked quite fine. So yeah, but I will start making all these small squares here. And don't ask me why, but I think they look nice. and I don't think of gravity here. Perhaps if it was boxes, they would fall down, but I can draw whatever I like to draw. And I think the ones here in the middle, I would like them to be a little bigger. And with the biggest of, thickest of these pens here. But I think you can see what I'm doing, and I will fill a lot of more of these squares in here. And it isn't that exciting to see me sitting here drawing squares. So I will draw a little more and be back. Oh my boy, that was a lot of drawing, small squares and rectangles. But I think it looks nice, and I've just tried this marker and put a mark on here, and I think I will do it a couple of places just to give it a little more color. Some places. And yeah, where else do I want to put some of them? You can easily go overboard, and that is not the meaning. And you can see I have also, they are making these small things, some of the ends black. Yeah. Let me see here. Yeah, you can keep on and on. So now the $100 question is, do I dare to make some of these pink marks some places? I can of course try to do it. Here was there's quite dark. So it really, I do it only where there's quite dark already. So I don't do it in the white areas. I don't know if you can see it. It is a little perhaps. Yeah, I don't think I will go overboard with that. Yeah, but I think you can't really see how it ends down here. So I'll make it black there. Yeah, I think I would let it be as it is here and say that was that. I don't know if I can say I succeeded because, yeah, the granulation thing didn't work here, but I like the look of this. So perhaps I should do another one next week where I just make bigger areas where the granulation can come to the full right of its potential. So I will divide this in two and glue it in my book. And I will just go carefully here down the crease. Yeah, I think I should perhaps do it a little more. It would be not so nice if I ruined it now. There it is. And then I will cut the edges clean also, or not cut. I think I will just take my ruler and tear it like this. And like this. That is the one. And again, the same on the other piece here. And normally I would use a glue stick to glue this in my book, but I think I will take some not matte, but some gel medium instead, because this is quite heavy paper and I don't think the glue stick would keep in the long run. But you don't need to see me do that. So this would be the spread in the book, and I will show it to you when I have glued it down and see if there's a little more makeover to do. So done with the gluing with the matte medium, and I can feel it is damp yet, so it isn't quite dry yet, so I would just let it be here so it can dry up before I close my book and put my big fat brick over it. But this was some kind of experiment, and when I look at it now, I like it, but it was nothing like I had in my head, and that is what happens sometimes. I think it is a great idea with putting the paint and moving it around with an old credit card is fine, but I could have used normal watercolor. I didn't have to use the granulation watercolor for this particular spread here, but I think it looks something like a skyline or so, but it is what it is, and I think it would be sitting there quite nice. So this was week 19, and I think perhaps there's for 1 or 2 weeks more, and then this book is filled. And then I think I will take a little break and find out what else to want to do. But if you have been inspired by using watercolor a little different and mixing Caring Dash new color tools and Winsor Newton's alcohol pens in, or yeah, this is a way you can do it. So please give my little Danish channel a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing my little Danish channel. That would be very helpful, and I would appreciate it very much. It isn't the easiest thing to be a little Danish channel. So take care and be creative until next week. Bye bye for now.